Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on survival multiplayer with Daggerwin. So today we are obviously continuing our survival challenge series. We've got some more trees to take down, which was earning us some money to be able to afford to set up some farmland or get the farm sort of properly underway. I think we're going to start with some animals though, because that's a bit easier to get started with than crops when we haven't got any large equipment. So yeah, first of all we're going to get another load of wood sold just to make sure we've got enough money to afford it, and then hopefully we're going to get a sheep enclosure, I think, first of all, and get some sheep, and then we can start making some wool. And obviously eventually that could be turned into clothes, but initially it'll probably just be sold as wool, because it's just easier that way when we don't have any productions yet. And then that will start to fund other things like hopefully some crops. We'll get some arable farmland and start producing some crops in the end. Daggerwin put a poll out as well saying should we do contracts, should be allowed to do contracts, because in previous versions of survival challenge that we've done it's always been on custom maps where there's been no AI farmers around or no other farmland to do contracts on. Anyway, the result of the poll was that yes, we should be allowed to do contracts as long as we don't use the leased equipment. Because one of the rules of survival challenge for us is that we're not allowed to use any leasing equipment. We're not allowed to lease any equipment. So yeah, that would still be a rule that stands. So we'd have to use our own equipment to do the contract. And obviously at the moment we barely own any equipment at all. It's just two tractors, two very small tractors as well, and a pickup truck and a small mower. So that is all we own. So there's not many contracts we could really do at the moment anyway. But when we do get some drills or cultivators or eventually a harvester, then yeah, we can start to do some better contracts. Now, I'm really struggling with this tree a bit. I'm still finding it very hard to get the trigger to show up for the chainsaw. There it is. Does seem a lot harder than on FS25. It does work, it's just a bit more fiddly, I find. See, now it's not showing up. I don't know why that is, really. But anyway, yeah, we'll get this log sawn up and taken to the sell point. So I'll get on with that now as a time lapse, and I'll come back to you once we've got the wood loaded up. Right, so we've got a pretty good load of wood on here, very big load of wood on. It's going to be quite heavy, and hopefully we'll get some good money for this when we come to sell it, at the best sell point, which I'm going to check now because I'm not exactly sure where the best price is at the moment. But it was the carpentry, I think, before, so it probably is the same. Yeah, carpentry is the only one that's over £3,000 for 1,000, so that is the one that's, I think, where is that? It's that one there. No, that was the paper factory. The carpentry now is, where is that? Somewhere around here. There it is. Yeah, so should be able to find that okay. The other thing, Daggerwin has just placed the sheep enclosure, I think. He's just spent all the money, pretty much. Oh no, it's ruined the road though. Oh, that's a shame. Hopefully you can reroute the road slightly, cause that's, or maybe you can do a bit of smoothing, because that's made it a bit terrible. Oh dear. This is the problem with having a very hillside area. As your starting area, it's very sloped, so it's kind of ruining everything by placing stuff. It's going to happen every time, I think. So you're removing it again, I'm not sure. I'll let him sort it out. Hopefully he can come up with a solution to fixing that, because it's not very good as it is. Yeah, but we'll come back and see what that's like when we get back. But yeah, I'll go and sell this load. We should get hopefully quite a lot of money back for this, because there's some pretty big chunky bits in here. 2 pretty big trees plus that tall one that I took down first of all. So yeah, in total we've got quite a few logs on here, which I'm hoping will add up to a reasonable amount of money. Anyway, I'll head down to the carpentry and we'll get these sold. So here we are at the carpentry. I think this is the place to sell the wood. Yeah, that's right. So we'll pull in here and let's get that sold. There we go. Oh, not as much as I was hoping for. Only 5,300. Oh, I was hoping for about 7,000 for that lot. That's what we were getting last time. That's a shame. Probably because it's not very suitable wood for processing. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll get back to the yard now, and then we'll see what's happening. What Daggerwin's doing. I think he's trying to sort it out, but it's proving a little bit tricky, I think. Right, so just got back to the yard. There's Daggerwin, and he's been working on this enclosure. He's had a few issues. He's had to redo it a few times, I think, to try and get it right. But yeah, we've managed to get it up at a reasonable cost, I think. There we go. So that is now our new sheep enclosure. We could also put goats in it, but I think we're going to do sheep for a start. But they will need some water, and they will also need some grass. I think they do eat the grass out of the meadow, apparently, but probably not over winter, so they will need some grass cut as well to keep the trough full over the winter, and they certainly will need water. And yeah, there's not going to be a lot of money left to buy the bowser for the water, but we will need to get that. We can tow it, I think, with the pickup truck, hopefully. So yeah, I'm not sure what that construction cost is about. I think he hasn't bought anything else, so I don't know what that's about. Anyway, I will get into the pickup truck and go and pick up the bowser, I think, if we haven't bought it yet, but I will buy it. I'll go into the menu. Maybe Daggerwin will beat me to it, I don't know, but we're going to need it. Oh, actually, though, we haven't got any animals, have we? So maybe I shouldn't rush into it. Yeah, I'll just ask Daggerwin, actually. Right, so yeah, I think the only option is to cut some more wood, and Daggerwin's going to cut some grass. Oh, that's weird. It's moving on its own. Daggerwin is supposed to be on that, but it's not showing his model. That's weird. You'd have thought they'd have done that. The model, the person walking behind it. That is spooky. Yeah, it's a walk behind mower, that, and Daggerwin will be standing behind that, walking with it, but they haven't modelled that for some reason in multiplayer. That's strange. But he'll be able to see himself with it, but obviously I can't. Right, so I guess then I'm stuck with doing some more tree work, because we need the money, and that's the only way we're going to get any money, I think. So, yeah. Needs windrowing. Well, I suppose, yeah, I could do that. We need to do both, don't we? We've got plenty to do. I'll do some trees and some windrowing then. We'll just take this one down since I've already started it. And yeah, so it's dead anyway. Actually, it looks like a dead tree. This, which is not good because that's not going to be worth much. If it is dead wood, it's not worth a lot unless it's just lost its leaves really early. It's only September. Not sure. But we'll cut a few of these branches off, and then maybe get on the windrow and do a bit of windrowing. I think I'm going through more than just this one here at the moment, from how long it's taking. Wow. Yeah, I think I've gone through the whole tree there. I'm trying to just do these small branches on the sides. But this is going to take a bit of loading up, so we might do that in a minute. I'll do some windrowing first, because I've only just done a load of wood. And it would be nice to do something a bit different. I actually haven't done any windrowing yet in FS25 at all. This will be my first time doing any grass work at all. Does that go through? It has done now, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of lag with this tree work. But I'm guessing it's server lag, because my internet seems to be okay, I think. Seems a lot better when you're in a vehicle than what it is when you're on foot. The lag. Don't know why that would be. You'd have thought it'd be the same whatever, but yeah, it definitely doesn't seem to like being on foot. There's a lot of small bits on this tree, which I'm trying to get rid of to tidy it up a bit. But yeah, like I say, we won't get all this loaded now. We'll do a bit of windrowing first and then come back to it. Because there's no rush to get the grass done until we buy the animals anyway. Oh, Daggerwin's already on it. Oh, has he already finished mowing already? Oh well, I'll do this now. No, I didn't think he'd have finished. Right, so we need to get the windrow unfolded and turned on. Oh, he's doing a screenshot. Oh no. This is the problem with multiplayer. I wish we could talk to each other. I know a lot of you suggested it. Well, you need to get onto Daggerwin about that, because I'm happy to do that. But it makes it very difficult for me when I can't talk to Daggerwin properly to discuss what we're actually doing rather than having to do it over text. So, well, I think I'll let him get on with it for now. Best if I keep out of the way, I think. So yeah, I'll continue with this tree for a bit and then maybe do a bit of windrowing once he's finished doing his screenshots. Daggerwin's just been to buy a bucket to move the grass. We've decided against getting the baler, by the way, because I think it was probably a bit too expensive for the amount of grass we actually need to do at the moment. And grass isn't worth anything to sell particularly, it's worth more to put into livestock as a feed. So yeah, we thought we'd probably be better off getting some livestock for a start. Wow, that was heavy. Rather than just buying a baler, which we probably wouldn't really be able to make a lot of use of, since this is the only land we've got, and most of it is not really suitable for baling. It's just a wasteland really, with trees on it. We haven't got any big areas of grass or anything to bale, so yeah, I think we made the right choice, hopefully. Just got to try and get this wood loaded now. He's back with his bucket that he's been to buy, so I can use the tractor again hopefully now. I think it did have a rear weight on it. Where's that gone? I'm sure this had a rear weight on it, that's why it must be struggling. What's he done with it? Oh, there it is. That would help. Let's try and get that on again. I'm not sure why he took that off. There we go. Hopefully now we can lift it. Yes, that's better. It's still heavy, but it can lift it again now, which is good. So we can get these big ones loaded up. Because obviously I've been doing the ones by hand, the small ones, but I couldn't move these heavy ones without a tractor. So yeah, I'll continue getting logs loaded up, and then we'll take them and get them sold, and hopefully get a bit more money than last time, although looking at the type of logs we've got here, probably won't. Probably another 5,000, but at least 5,000 is better than nothing. It's just going to take us a long time to get to any sort of decent money, which we need to progress, really. This is going to be a hard series. I have a feeling this is going to be the hardest one yet, actually. This is tough. Because well, I think FS25 in general is tough. It's a hard game. It's harder than FS22, and I thought that one was harder than 19, so... yeah, each one seems to be getting progressively harder, I find. The economy on it, anyway. Anyway, yeah, like I say, we'll continue loading logs, and then we'll get these sold. So we've got the trailer loaded up again with a lot of wood this time. It's a very messy load, unfortunately, but hopefully it's going to be paying off because we've got a lot of wood on there, so I'm hoping for big money. Keep your fingers crossed for that, but maybe not. Who knows. And then Daggerwin's just suggested maybe getting some high sides for this trailer so we can use it to cart the grass if we have any surplus to sell. So we may do that. But yeah, we're just on the way to the carpentry now, which is just up here, I think. And we'll get it sold. Yep, here we are at the carpentry. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a bit more than last time. It didn't really pay off last time. It was alright, but could have been better. So let's hope we get more this time. Right, so Daggerwin's come with me. Hopefully he's going to jump out and sell it. Yeah, there we go. Oh dear, that's terrible. 4,500. What's going on? Why is it so low? Because that's a lot of wood on there, and some really big bits as well. Bowser and sheep. Yes. Right, well, I think we're going to go to the shop. I've just had a quick look on the map to see where that is, and we can get there going this way. It's not too far away actually, it's just the yellow dot in the far top left hand corner of the mini map at the moment, so it's very near. We'll get the, well, see if we get the trailer modified. I'm not sure whether he wants to buy a Bowser or not at the moment, and then we do need to get some sheep as well, but that might not be today. It depends on the money really. It's a bit of an issue. He doesn't know where the customisation trigger is on the shop either. There must be one, I assume. Which is the shop? Is it this one? I need to locate how to modify the trailer. What's that a passive saplings doing there? I didn't buy that, I don't know where that came from. Yeah, where is the actual workshop then? Have they not put a trigger for the workshop? There must be somewhere to modify the vehicles. Over where? Over there where? Green doors? Where are the green doors? These ones here. Ahead. I don't know how he knows that, because I can't see a trigger. There's usually a green trigger thing floating. Why is there not one? I'm pretty sure I haven't got my triggers turned off. Oh, over here. Is it over this one? Oh, yes, I see. These green doors. Wow, that's miles away from the shop. Right, so Daggerwin's going to modify this trailer then to put some higher sides on it, then we can load it with grass. There we go. Hopefully that is worthwhile. Oh, maybe it didn't cost anything. That would be good. So we can take this back to the farm now and get that loaded up with grass, and then we can use that to, well, some of it can go to the sheep I think, and then the rest of it can be sold. So we'll head back to the farm. Right, so we've got a plan, so I'm going to drop this trailer I think at the field, and we're going to use the IC, are we? Okay. Right. I thought it would fit to the pickup truck, but yeah, Daggerwin probably needs that, so I'll leave the pickup truck here at the field, and then we'll take the Izeki tractor to the shop. So I'll jump out of that, jump into this one, we'll drop the rake off, and we'll take this tractor down to the shop and we'll pick up the water Bowser, which we're going to need to give the sheep some water once we get them. I think it's probably important to make sure we've got everything we need to look after the sheep before we actually buy them, because if we buy the sheep and we can't feed and water them, that would not be good. And then we'll also know how much money we've got left over after we've bought the Bowser. Once that's bought, well, basically any money we have left over will be just for the sheep, the purchase of the sheep. So yeah, that's the plan. So I'll head over to the shop, buy the Bowser, and then come back to the yard. Here we are back at the farm with the Bowser, and I've also filled it out with water at the river, which works okay actually. It's a bit of a long way to go though, so ideally it would be nice to be able to fill up a bit closer. We have got that stream and pond very near to our farm that we visited in the first episode, so we might be able to fill up from there hopefully. And as you can see, Daggerwin has just purchased the sheep. So he's bought them at, I think I saw them 3 months old. He asked how old we should buy them at. 3 months is what I purchased the goats on my other series at, which I think is reasonable. It's not too bad that. I'm just waiting for him to move out of the way. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. So I'm assuming he's trying to tip the grass, but I was gonna. I don't know. Probably best if I just keep out of the way, I think. Oh, there we go. So the sheep, they do have grass in their enclosure growing, so I don't know whether they actually need the tipped grass or not yet. But at least they've got it if they need it, and they definitely need water, so I'm going to unload that now. There we go, so that's unloading all the water. They may need more actually. Oh no, we're okay. But I will try and refill it from the stream or the pond. I'm not sure where the best place is really. Let's have a quick look. So the stream goes down there. We might be able to fill from the stream, but definitely the pond, if we can get down there with the tractor, which could be an issue. Yeah, the pond is down there, but that is a steep bank, so we're not going to drive down there. There is this route down here, but that doesn't look too good for a tractor. I don't want to get stuck down there. Might be okay. It's certainly interesting. I don't think it's designed for machinery, but we might be able to get down there. Looks promising. Basically just need to fill up the Bowser. So if we've got enough water there, yeah, I think it's going to work. Yeah, there's a bit deep enough there to fill it. There we go, that's good. So that's actually not too bad. The trouble is I'm now facing the wrong way, so I'm going to have to spin around and come back again. We probably could do a lap around and come back the other way, but I'll just try and get back up the hill with the tractor just to see if we can. I think we will. But yeah, this is a lovely area. I really do like this. Really nice. So yeah, we need to go back up the hill now and then back to the sheep. Obviously the trough is full for now, but they will need more water in the future, so it's good if we fill it now when we've not got too much else to do, and then that'll keep it full for the next episode. So this is a very slow little tractor, but it's alright for doing yard work and stuff. It's only a 34 kilometers per hour gearbox, which is not the quickest at all, but yeah, it does the job. Right, so I probably shouldn't leave this on the road. Problem is, yeah, you put it right up against the track, so we're going to have to leave it over this side, I think, to keep it out of the way of traffic coming up and down the hill. So I'll put it here, and then we can just, well, actually, can sell on the tractor probably for now. We can just fill this up when we need to. So how many sheep did he buy? 8 by the looks of it, so we've got 8 sheep for wool, I think. So they'll start producing wool at some point, hopefully fairly soon, and that'll be another source of income for us. And this is the grass that he's filled up into the trailer, which we can either sell or some of it will be going into the sheep trough as well. So they look very happy, don't they? Wow. Happy little sheep. Anyway, it looks like we're finishing there, so that'll probably do for today, and then we'll obviously continue with this in the next episode. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.